Hey there, you're watching another edition of Procurement Shorts, where you stay up to speed with news from the world of procurement and supply chain. Here's what we're tracking today. Europe's power crisis has crippled its industrial metals sector. 2 more smelters have announced plans to halt operations as they grapple with power requirements. While the Nyrstar Corporation has shut its zinc smelter in the Netherlands, Norsk Hydro will suspend operations at its aluminum facility in Slovakia by the end of August. The immediate fallout has been felt by zinc. The metal saw prices surge by 7.2% on the London Metal Exchange over fears of a profound supply crunch. These fears aren't unfounded. After all, Nyrstar's Netherlands smelter accounts for 2% of global zinc supplies, and its closure comes months after Glencore shut its Italian facility last year, while warning of a quote-unquote significant supply risk to the global zinc market. The decline in production has seen stockpiles at the London Exchange fall close to zero this year. Global inventories too have hit 2-year lows. Liberium Capital's Tom Price said, and I quote, "If the EU needs zinc, it will probably have to import more semi-refined metal or the metal itself," unquote. The impact will affect infrastructure and construction sectors, which lead global demand, which was about 14.09 metric tons in 2021. According to the International Lead and Zinc Study Group, zinc demand for 2022 could rise 2.3% to 14.41 metric tons. However, a drop in Chinese infrastructure and construction activity could cool off some of this demand until supplies improve. A renewed demand for industrial plumbing and fittings is giving a leg up to both manufacturers and service providers. And the one product that is spearheading this demand is the humble PVC pipe and its recent widespread application in plumbing systems. A key market is the United States, where bipartisan funding of $15 billion aims to replace a network of 6 to 10 million lead water pipes with PVC or plastic alternatives. However, it isn't just the US alone. In emerging economies, revised building laws have mandated a switchover from metal pipes to next-gen PVC piping, which has given the market for these pipes and plumbing services a shot in the arm. The fact that a growing global focus on sewage treatment to meet water demand is also taking precedence is almost building this market up. According to the Plumbing Fixtures and Global Market Report 2022, the market size is expected to be valued at $129.28 billion by 2026, as it grows at a CAGR of 8.4%. While an overwhelmingly majority of piping systems are made up of metallic pipes, a focus on durability has also given PVC piping the edge. Some estimates peg revenues in the sector to increase by 15 to 25% over the next half a decade, with names like the Westlake Chemical, Celanese, and Poly One expected to benefit. As cloud storage infrastructure around the world sees big names cough out top dollar to establish data centers, maintenance of these assets have assumed more importance now than ever before. And that's where the market for IT infrastructure cooling comes in. As global temperatures keep rising, the market for data center cooling is more relevant now than ever. A study by DataBridge pegs the market for cooling services to be valued at $36.75 billion in 2029 on the back of a 13.3% CAGR. Just last year, this market was valued at only $13.5 billion. The market is also expected to generate significant revenues, with high margin yield thanks to low-cost technology. For instance, tech developments have lowered liquid use by 15% at data centers in humid locations, and as high as 80% in cooler regions. Big names in the data center business like Google Cloud, AWS, and Microsoft Azure are expected to lead demand after investing an estimated $55 billion in 2022 on infrastructure, even as revenues could touch $205 billion this year. Given that there's money to spend on maintenance and cooling, names like Johnson Controls, Baltimore Aircoil, Bell Cooling Tower, Honeywell, and Mitsubishi Electric Corporation, among others, will be vying for a slice of this pie. That's about all the time we have on this edition of Procurement Shorts, but you keep logging into BureauLive.ai to keep pace with more news from the space. Goodbye for now.